Hi everyone, welcome to Gruesome Twosome Reviews. And today is a very special day. Not only is it Halloween, the day for us boils and ghouls to do the creepiest things we would normally do all year long, but times 100, times 1,000. No, it's not only that. It's also our first Halloween special, and today is the day that we become the Putrids. We did get married today. We had to announce that, so no longer am I J. Gruesome. We are the Putrids. So, for this Halloween special, we decided to choose a very unique film that, not all of us like to go out on our Halloween night. This is a movie that if you're staying in tonight, you should throw this on and you will be entertained, to say the least.
Very entertained.
So, for this one, we dug through ancient crypts and read through cursed texts in order to find the perfect film for our first Halloween special. So tonight we bring you Burial Ground.
AKA the Knights of Terror.
So, this movie follows the story of a scientist that stumbles upon a mass tomb and is killed by the corpses he unintentionally reanimates. And the corpses end up terrorizing a nearby mansion where couples reside. So it's already a very unique plot there. We feel that Burial Ground definitely needed to be mentioned because we've noticed that a lot of people let this gem just slip through their fingers.
There's not really much people that kind of talk about this movie, and this movie is somewhat known. It actually got a pretty decent re-release recently. And
oh yeah, it did. It's not one of those movies that nobody knows this and we're the only ones that yeah, no, we're not. No,
it's just something that doesn't really get talked much about.
Yeah.
And we figured we'd take it upon ourselves, especially since, tis the season.
The season.
To actually, touch bases on this movie. And this is a movie that I have fondness for.
Yeah, I think we both do. This is not exactly a good movie. It's definitely not a great movie. It is not a bad movie. And I guess it would lie in the gooder movies. So
it's literally a cheese fest.
Yes,
let's put it this way. This movie is what happens when you get a stuffed crust cheese pizza slathered in nacho cheese and Parmesan cheese, while you decide to throw slabs of cheese on this, cheese of cheese to create this shrine of cheese.
Yes.
Cheese.
So we're gonna go into our typical cons and then the pros before we just go off and have fun with this movie. For the cons, this movie is obviously very of its time. It's a low-budget, fun zombie movie.
Super sleazy.
Sleazy.
Very
you get
cheap.
your typical cheese fest, sleaze fest stuff going on there. And it's all set up for a cheese fest. But in turn, that just brings us to our pros of what we actually really like about this movie, because if you think too hard about this movie, you're not going to enjoy it. Just sit back, relax, and have fun with it.
Yeah.
Because this is not a serious movie. This is not, Academy Award winning grade A horror. No, not at all. This is a really ambitious try for something that, I think was kind of started by, films like, anything George Romero did, and then inspired other directors to just keep on going with that whole zombie thing. Because after all, George Romero created the zombie that we know today as, the zombies that you think of when you think of zombies.
Yeah.
So, you get all these directors afterwards, and one of those overlooked gems would be Burial Ground.
So, we talked about the cons, so let's get into the pros. Like she said, it's a very ambitious movie. Thanks to George Romero, King of the Zombies, rest in peace.
Yes.
We have the zombies that we know and love today, and then we also have to give credit to Fulci for giving us the more decayed, decrepit, ancient zombies as well. And this film is just so ambitious. For example, the zombie designs and the makeup is just bad. It's literally a mask with people having like black on their nose and black around their eyes.
I honestly want to go as far as to saying they're probably paper mache masks.
Yeah.
They're not anything that's like top of the line special effects. Tom Savini, get over here and, make our zombies as great as you did for George Romero. No, it's nothing like that. It's very, as they say these days, DIY.
but the overall designs of these zombies is just so ambitious and very nightmarish. It's very nightmare inducing because you have these just very angular, jagged teeth. These very
just strange looking,
exaggerated like features, and it's so ridiculous.
It is.
And then it has like a hint of like the supernatural, but not really.
Yeah, because you wonder, these creatures, these corpses were reanimated from like an ancient curse, practically. Yeah. So that's a supernatural element, and they come up from the grave, and they're attacking these really sleazy couples that are staying in this mansion. Yeah, so and then your favorite guy, Eric Foreman, makes his appearance.
Minnie Foreman. Peter Bark. For those of you who are unaware, the actor's name is Peter Bark, and
he plays a child.
I'm sorry, but he plays a child. He is an adult. But he does play a child just because laws, filming laws and stuff like that wouldn't allow a child actor to be involved in this movie back in the day. So they got this actor, his name is Peter Bark, and I am sorry, but this kid looks like Eric Foreman. He literally looks like Topher Grace.
He's except smaller. He's just like
Mini Topher
Foreman.
Grace.
Yeah,
Mini Foreman.
Yeah, he's got the same outfit. He's basically got the same haircut. It's just, it looks bigger on him because he's such a small person. So, I've only seen this movie once. And as we were watching it together for my first time, I just turned to him and say, "Babe, I don't think that's a kid." Okay, so moving on. This is just a really great, laughable movie. And the coolest part, my favorite aspect of it is the fact that these corpses have some intelligence to them. They're not just these mindless,
they're not shambling corpses.
Not the typical brains, not anything like that. They're just like, F these people, let's get them out. Like, they're just gonna be done. They're just, like, out to kill them, like, with anything. They pick up tools. These guys are...
They literally go to a shed and just, like, distribute tools and
shit. They're just like, here you go.
Up stuff.
Bat for you, a big old rock for you. Yeah, it's just, it's fun. That's a lot of fun.
Here,
especially
Jimmy,
when you
have a slingshot.
So you get these zombies who are not your traditional zombies. They have weapons and they're just wrecking.
They know how to use them.
Yeah, they are ruining these couples vacation.
You have a zombie that actually climbs.
Yeah, that's intense.
You have zombies throwing fucking railroad spikes into people's hands.
Yeah, they're
relentless.
they're definitely relentless. And talking on the couples, they're just like your typical like sleazy, trashy, like gosh,
They're
like
there
who
to
even...
like make out hard.
So it's
To
like...
be nude in points.
Yeah, you guys aren't following the whole abstinence thing. You guys are gonna die as far as the rules of horror movies go.
Yeah.
So, they're literally there to die. Like, no one really cares about them. I mean, throughout the movie, you don't really care about these characters except for Minnie Foreman. Like, he's the only one that you kind of care about just because he's so weird.
Yeah,
but he's creepy. He's creepy.
And then there's also, like, a creepy subplot with him and his mother, which is... what do you expect from a movie like this, honestly?
Yeah, if you didn't expect it to go there, what are you even... You're a pretty tame person. You're a pretty tame person. So, yeah, I mean, if you want to find a movie that is just lesser talked about, and something just fun to watch, this is a movie that you literally get a pizza, some beers, just chill with some friends, or even by yourself.
Yeah.
And just enjoy this movie.
I totally agree. I mean, the effects, you know, as laughable as they are, they're really ambitious and they're really good. I mean, you get these, like, cool,
they're good
gory
for what
moments.
they are.
Yeah. I mean, it has a lot of really great gore in there. I love the gore in there. Like, especially, like, even, like, zombie blood. You know,
yeah,
this isn't just like red splatter or whatever, because these are decrepit, decaying corpses.
Yeah, these are ancient things.
But yet they still have fluid in them somehow.
Yeah,
you know?
Somehow, some way.
But it's like this amazing...
That's
like,
burial ground for you.
Yeah, and it's like this amazing, like, pea green blood.
Oh, it's
like,
great.
Mixed with maggots, and, like, it's
I feel like,
hilarious.
Like,
but
movies...
It's so good.
Yeah, I feel like movies like The Exorcist really just catapulted that whole pea green soup substance that leaks out of orifices and all that great stuff. So, this might be a little easier to find for those of you who are wondering, who don't have it yet. And yeah, we do recommend that you just own this movie to have like a cheese fest laying around.
Definitely. I would definitely say, you know, if you're a big horror fan and you love just horror films in general, and you're not afraid to, you know, just turn off your brain and have some fun, you know, pun intended. This movie is perfect. I mean, it's perfect for any horror fan's library. I mean, it really is. And then people who just love outrageous shit in general, because it's a really outrageous film. It's real. I'm calling it a film. It's an outrageous movie. It's great. It's over the top. It's campy. It's silly. It's gory. It has some creepy, disturbing moments. It has it all. It's literally a really good zombie splatterfest.
Yeah, that is what it is. And it's campy all along the way.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you have anything to say about this movie, definitely leave it in the comments below. Because, like we were saying, this is kind of a more ignored movie, just kind of got swept under the rug and is only seen re-releases, so I feel like a little bit more people are seeing it these days.
Yeah.
But, it's definitely one that we just wanted to bring to the table, especially for our first Halloween special.
Yeah, and honestly, this movie, I don't see us reviewing any other movie for our first Halloween special that, you know,
that hasn't been done before. You know, there could be someone out there that we just didn't see that has reviewed this, but how seriously did they take this movie to do a full-on review?
Yeah.
So, I think that just pretty much wraps it up.
Yeah, I mean, with a movie like this, we can't really go into, like, the pros and cons of this movie, because it's a gooder movie. It's not...
You know it's bad.
Yeah.
It's not...
You know, if we sat here explaining the cons, well, we wouldn't really be reviewing this movie anyways.
We'd
we
just
would
be
literally
hating
be just
on it.
tearing it apart, because the truth of the matter is, it's not a good movie, but it's not a bad movie.
Yeah.
It's an entertaining
it's just
movie.
Fun.
It's fun. It's just a riot from beginning to end. Once you think it couldn't top itself, it just somehow tops itself some more, especially in the end. I don't want to give it away, but a certain subplot has, like, just comes full circle.
Yeah, it's great. So, if you have anything to add to this, or if you have suggestions, as usual, go ahead and put them in the comments below. Also, I've been forgetting to mention with our movie reviews that we do have an Instagram page. So go ahead and give our Instagram a follow at Gruesome Twosome Reviews, and we'll put it in the description below, so you can go ahead and actually see that written out.
Yeah.
And go ahead and follow us for constant movie updates. We'll just do, our updates as far as our YouTube channel goes.
And what we're watching at the moment.
Yeah, we do a lot of that so far. So, and we're going to keep this going, like we always say, and that it's blatantly obvious, we are big lovers of this genre, and we just want to provide for you like the genre has provided for us. So, I guess until next time.
Later.